Hello, and welcome into another VR accessibility overview. I know, it's been a bit. PSVR2 died, had to send it back, get a new one. 1-year warranty for the win. But anyway, welcome into the PSVR2 accessibility overview, VR accessibility overview for 10 Hearts. This game is also on Steam for PCVR, as well as I should mention this, the game merely supports VR. You actually do not need it to play the game. Maybe you can't stay in VR too long for whatever reason. You could still play the game even outside of the headset. But with that out of the way, you see my hands. This is a puzzle game. Basically think of Lemmings. We'll jump into that, either that or up at the top right. I'll toss in some gameplay I'd already recorded. But yeah, it plays very much like Lemmings. But that is not what you're here for. You are here for the accessibility and to see how much there even is in this game. So let's go to the options and all that. Start with gameplay. You have, I don't even know how many different languages. You have English and whatever that is, and that looks to be it. You have crosshair. I don't really know what. I think that's more for if you're not playing in VR. Control hints. There are spiders in this game. I didn't even notice that yesterday. But you have arachnophobia mode, I guess. Having to hold my right hand still. So, not sure what that does. Except probably hide spiders. I haven't gotten that far, so I haven't seen any. Now, controls. There's a bit. You can invert the axis, of course, for third person, first person, possessable stuff, stick sensitivity, pretty much all the typical stuff you would see. Now, this is obviously where it's kind of important for VR, but you start out teleport movement by default. Okay, there we go. Kinda. You can only use the right hand. The right hand's the only one with the laser pointer. My right hand is not the best, so I have to hold it still. But you have teleport and smooth movement. I'm gonna actually put it on smooth movement. I am more comfortable with that. Snap turning, smooth turn. We're gonna turn it on to smooth turn. I'll leave the vignette and all that stuff on, just for the sake of the video. Walking speed, all that, snap turn degree, all that stuff. You do have subtitles. Subtitles are on by default, but figured I'd mention that one. And then audio output, master volume, voice, all that stuff. And it's crazy to say. That is pretty much what you got. Now, one of the things I usually start a video with, and you can maybe see it right here, is can you play this game seated? Right? You can. Now, it says to hold both of the R1 and L1. I can't do that too well, and it doesn't seem to work. However, circle and triangle, you can lower everything or raise it to the exact thing for you. Now, with that said, I right now have my whoa. Okay, that's a heck of a vignette. I have the controllers pretty much on my lap, and I could still move it, albeit kind of slow. And I believe it also tells you to use R1, I think, the grips somewhere, to be like, oh hey, this is how you open this, right? You don't have to use, you can use L1 as well. And we'll get into a little bit of the level here, I guess. And what? I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if that showed up in the recording. What's weird is you can move with the left stick or the right stick from the... Yeah, you can move with left or right. But you turn with circle and triangle. Triangle turns your left, circle turns your right. And you can, of course, turn off the vignette. I'll probably do that after the video, because it's kind of, I don't really need it. But your goal is to open this and get 7 of the little dudes into here. And you use these little blocks to do that. They come out of here. And we'll see where he goes. Okay, and then you close it and it'll kind of rewind. You can pull this to you by using the analog stick, as well as turn it. And then you correct it with the shape and then set it all up. But you just go around, and when you first start the game, you will not be able to go around. And you cannot move at the same... Oh my god. My thumb's gonna keep hitting that. But me. It's not. But you get the idea. You get the idea of what I'm trying to tell you. At least I hope you do. But yeah, this is the game. There is a story to it, obviously. I don't know much of it yet, but hopefully this helps. I know I'm just kind of walking around like a crazy person. But yeah, hopefully this helps. Hopefully going through the settings, there will be notes up as well on the spreadsheet that is always at the top of the description, which will also contain the link to a link to this video. So if you know anyone that maybe thought about playing this game, they want to play it in VR, they don't know if they can, you know, give that link to the spreadsheet, and who knows, there's 100+ sets of notes on there. There's almost 90. I think this might actually be the 90th video. 90 video, you know, going on 90 overview videos as well, talking about VR game accessibility. Maybe they'll find some other games as on there too that they be like, hey, I can play that, or you know, what have you. Or maybe there will be ones on there to help you as well. But yeah, sorry, like I said, for the short break again. The headset had died, needed to be replaced. Needed to get a replacement sent, but hopefully you have a great rest of your day or night, whenever you might be watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, bye!